What's up, Luis? I'm just, I'm helping Chrono with the Laura situation right now. He kept getting hit by this. That against Laura. Hey, what's up, Chrono? How do you quick rise? So there's two ways you can quick rise. You can quick rise up, like in place, or back rise. So there are also two ways to do it. The most common way to do it is to press 3 punches to quick rise straight, like that. And then the back rise, you do 3 kicks. When you, like, as soon as you hit the ground. Like that, see? Another way of doing it is either mashing in place, like doing, like, pressing down, like that, or pressing back on the direction. See? So it's just preference. I use both ways sometimes, depending on the situation. So you can interchange it if you want. But yeah, against that setup, it's not real, like, at all. If you quick rise, she kind of gets something off of it, but if you quick rise, look what happens if you, like, press a button. You trade, and you can anti-air after it. I wouldn't recommend doing that, though, because if she's more on point, she can get a trade combo, I think. So your best bet is just, if you get hit by that, it's just a back rise, like this. Walk back, and then anti-air if she tries to jump. Back. You don't even gotta walk back, you can dash back too, actually. So back rise, dash back, anti-air. And if you feel like punishing it, if you have the meter, of course, you can just do this. So quick rise, EX spiral, free punish. Or EXDP, like that. There you go, those are your options. Yeah, no problem, dude. We can do some other anti-Laura tech too, actually, since we got her on the screen. There's a lot of things they like to do that's like fake, pretty much. So if you ever see them do, let's have her do, just like, how she do thunderclap? Like this, to neutral, right? They like to do that a lot, right? Just V-skill it. Like that, or jump. Jump works too. You gotta be tricky. It's kind of tricky with the jump, but jump does work. If you have spiral, just spiral arrow it. If you have meter, do that. Like if you're late on it, you can use the meter to go through it. Like that, see? So it functions like a fireball, but I usually do this. I usually use V-skill against it. Because it's fast, it's easy, and even if it comes out later, I usually don't get hit by the fireball. And then another thing, they like to do it in block streaks too, right? Which is also not real. So, oh, I don't want to counter hit. Let's do it again. Like that, right? Something like that. So a lot of times you see that, it's -5 on block first off. Like -5 straight up. Like that's a punish. Like if you're up close like that and you block it, -5. See? So that's a free punish. And even then you can interrupt it, I believe. You can't? You can't press jab, I guess. I thought you could. Alright, you can't. It doesn't matter anyways, it's minus on block, right? It's -5. So you can do jab too, if you're feeling more comfortable with that. It's kind of a quicker punish. I'm gonna see it on the heavy if it makes a difference. If she does like the heavy spark instead. Right, let's see. Something like that, right? Yeah. What's the best punish? Obviously crouching hard punch. I guess the overhead. You mean her V skill overhead? We could check. We could try that out too. This, right? So against that, that's, what is that on? -7? Yeah, that's -7 on block. So you can literally do this. You get a whole medium punch punish if you block that. See? Actually, obviously that's max damage, but if you want Oki, you do this. You get the spiral after. So it's just up to you. If you need the damage, go for the DP. If you need the Oki, go for the Oki. See? Let's see at far range. Yeah, it's still -7. You can even get like medium kick too. The farther away it is though, it seems the most, yeah, she can get it up to -4, but they're never gonna, like if it hits from there, if she's doing it from that range, you can just whip punish it, see? So they're never just gonna throw it out like that, because Cammy can just whip punish it. So they're always gonna do it up close anyways. So they're never gonna get a chance to make it like somewhat safe on block, you know? Look how slow that is. It's like free every time. Yeah, so they'll let them get away with that bullshit. Hey man, I've been lurking in the stream for a while now. Congrats on making it to master rank. Yo, thanks Nikos. I appreciate it, bro. And thank you for finally saying something. Yeah, it took me long enough, but yeah. Are you a Cammy player too? Or are you just a Cammy fan maybe? But yeah, see Chronos? This shit, free punish every time, dude. Free punish. And then whiff punish that. Preferably with crouching medium punch. You get a bit faster. If you're a little bit closer, then hard punch. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna chest out the fireball, right? Let's see. Right, they do that a lot. See that? That's a common string from Laura's. But again, see it's -5, right? She can't make that safe. See? Pretty sure I can... Yeah, you can do some like jank shit with that. And from far range, you see that? You can even EX spiral. That's something you should note, eh? Cammy's EX spiral is really good. Because it's fireball invincible, it's really good at catch. We'll do this when I look at Ryu, actually, because that's a good example. It's really good at catching, like, canceling into fireballs from far away like that. And punishing them for it. So they can't really autopilot it. Because I get a punish. You can even do that, but that's not as fast as spiral, though. But up close, though, -5. See, -5. So that's your go-to punish there. The EX one, however, is plus on block. I believe. I believe it's plus on block. Let's see. This one might be privileged. Let's see. Yeah, it's +3. Maybe you can interrupt this one. I think this one you might be able to interrupt. No, that's a true string. Okay. So unfortunately, you gotta hold that. So if they do the EX one, you gotta hold it up close at least. You gotta like respect it. Or you can obviously, if you feel like they're gonna do pressure still, and you don't want to, you can just like EX DP obviously. But for the most part, it's safe on block. But again, see? From far away, if they cancel it, EX spiral like that. See how good it is? Yeah, that's pretty much lore, dude. I mean, there's more to it, but that's dealing with her like thunderclap, and that's like a lot of what Laura is, honestly. This matchup's pretty straightforward. Cammy has like really good footsie tools against Laura, honestly. But of course, Laura is one of these characters that makes you guess anyways, so she's not about the footsie game, so she's just about throwing you in the mix. Let's see. Anyways, let's do some Ryu stuff, guys. I'm new to fighting games, taking them seriously, I mean. Still trying to learn the basics. I'm a little shy and extra new to everything, so I'd rather sit back and enjoy the fights. Hey, man. We all start out somewhere, right? But I honestly appreciate you stopping by, though. As a big Cammy fan, are you planning on using Cammy, or you're not too sure who you want to use in this game? Alright guys, let's look at Ryu. Okay. So first thing I want to do, right? How should we do this? I guess I'll use Ryu first. Just so we can look at like his different things that he has. You know what I mean? Because if we don't know how the character works, how are we gonna really know what to fight against him? You know what I mean? We don't know all his buttons and everything. For the most part, it's a straightforward match though. Ryu's like just one of these characters that against Cammy, he can do well, obviously, but it can also go downhill really quickly if he's not on point. So Ryu has to be on point if he wants to beat Cammy, is what I'm trying to say. Yo, what's up, Madness? How's it going, bro? Just in time. I'm here doing training room stuff with I'm labbing Ryu for my notes, so I can stop losing to all the Ryus online. But yeah, the good thing about Ryu though in this game, he's really stubby, right? So you see that from this range, all he really has is hard kick, but that's so committal, and that's an easy ass whiff punish. So I would say for the Ryu matchup, standing at like that range, like where we are right now with Cammy, is like perfect. So how I like to put it, this used to be like a trick I used in Street Fighter 4, and this is partially why people don't like the training room. You know how you see the squares on the floor? You can kind of like see there's like two big squares, and then there's like the small squares in between it, like 4 in a row. So there's the big square and the 4 squares at the bottom, right? I use that as like a gauge to kind of like tell me precisely the spacing when it comes to making things whiff. So for the medium kick, I know if Cammy's at 2 big square range away from Ryu's medium kick, it's gonna whiff. So that's how I always gauge, okay, I'm at the right range. Obviously, like as you get more and more into the game and you practice it, you're just gonna have like a natural like feel for it anyways, but that's what I do personally. So I know like that 2 square range, that whiffs, but let's see if hard kick does. It doesn't, right? However, again, at that range, if we're crouching, actually I'm gonna pick Cammy. It makes it easier to like set up this stuff so I can like whiff punish and stuff like that. Yeah, Ryu's pretty straightforward though. It's not really a matchup you're gonna have a lot of like, oh, I need to learn this gimmick, or I need to learn like what to do here. A lot of it's just playing on point and playing solid, honestly. Because of his damage. Because of the fact he hits like a fucking truck when he needs to. Right. Well, we'll look at a few things. I'll look at like, I've been trying to find ways to like other ways to deal with his fireball, so I'll look at that too, just so I have an idea of like how to always deal with it depending on the range without always having to use meter, obviously. Let's see. So what do I have? I think I have him already doing certain things. Right, yeah, I have him doing fireball, right, which is the one of the things I want to work on. So fireball for you, it's annoying in the matchup. Okay, you're gonna deal with fireballs. If you don't have meter, he can throw fireballs pretty much. Obviously, if you're up close, you can jump, right? So it's not perfect. You can definitely jump it, but let's say you're at this range, right? what I like to do if I'm here is an instant dive kick. Just because a lot of the times when you do this, it kind of like gives you an idea if the Ryu is on point. Because a lot of times they'll autopilot their DP. Like as soon as they see you in the air, DP, right? So it's just a quick way to just deal with that. And also it helps you work on your instant air dive kicks too. Just a good tech to have against fireballs. Just to do that right over them. Instead of just going for like neutral jump or like, you know, forward jump and then get DP'd, right? I probably could have got DP'd there. So it's just a quick way of just going like, bam, I just dealt with the fireball and I got a bit closer. See? I just dealt with the fireball, I'm a bit closer. You know, I mean, we're in that range now. Obviously, if you have meter, the X spiral is perfect. Perfect for dealing with that fireball. Right? V-skill, obviously, but V-skill's kind of committal. You can you can react, but online it's tough, and then depending on the fireball, he could probably block, honestly. Let's have him do, let's see, do I have the other fireballs here? Or is it just that one over and over again? Alright, so that one's heavy, I think. Yeah, so that's heavy. As you can see, it's way faster. If I try to react, he can block it, see? And I sometimes get hit. So it's a really committal option. But again, cannon strike's pretty cool too. Just to get over it fast and to kind of build a little bit of space. It's not a crazy amount, right? It's not like you're gonna be in his face right away, but it's better than like a neutral jump where you're just in the same spot, or again, forward jump and then you get DP'd potentially, right? So that's a good option. And then obviously you can always just use meter like that. Yes, I'm in Cammy. I actually found this stream through the Cammy Discord server. Hey, nice, dude. Well, I'm glad that post, because I put it there specifically so other Cammys can find me. So I'm glad that you're able to find me through there. But yeah, I appreciate it, man. If you have any questions, dude, or you want me to look at replays or whatever, if you have any, just want any tips, I can also help you out. Right now, what I've been doing lately, or right now actually, is I'm trying to go through training mode, and I'm essentially trying to like work on my notes for like all the characters. So right now I'm working on Ryu, obviously, but eventually I'm gonna do every character. So this is good for me. I'm pretty used to the Ryu matchup though, so this is kind of just a refresher for me mainly. It's always good to go over things, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you forget, and then you're like, when you need it in the middle of a match, it's sometimes too late, you know? So this is a good refresher for me. Also, the dive kick I'm using to go over that is light kick. That's your best option there. The other ones push you a bit too far. That one's just like the perfect range. Of course, there is ways to punish that too. Like if the Ryu's on point and you're too far away, sometimes you can do dash up DP, right? But that's a case by case type of thing, right? That's if the Ryu is on point. And this is just a good way, like I said, just to test the reactions first off. See if they're autopiloting the DP and seeing if like what they're doing after fireball. That's mainly why I do it. It's just a good bait. And it builds a little bit of space for me. Rather than, again, neutral jumping and just staying in place, or forward jump and potentially getting anti-aired. And of course, if you have the meter, like I said, use that shit. Now let's say we're at a closer range, right? Against fireball. This is dangerous for Ryu, obviously, because at this range, that's like a free jump in, right? Like that. So it's dangerous for him to throw fireball there. However, they still are gonna throw fireball there because they had to stop, because fireball can also essentially work like a poke. It's not just a zoning tool. You know what I mean? Like it can also be used to like catch walk forward, you know, catch walk forward pressure, you know, sometimes stuffing potential buttons, right? So there are going to be times where Ryu will throw fireball at that range. You know, especially if he has you respecting him he has you respecting him because he's shown he's anti-aired you multiple times, they'll definitely be throwing Fireball there. So dealing with Fireball at like neutral range, medium kick works on like the startup, but it can also lose, right? So it's not perfect, but it is an option, especially if you're like farther away. But it's not like perfect though. See, like even that farther away it whips. So maybe not even medium, standing medium kick. Like it works, but like it has to be kind of preemptive like that. See, like you think a Fireball's coming and you do it like that. See, and then medium kick I would say is better, just because it catches him with the low and you can get the cancel after. And you gain more from it than standing medium kick. Because I think from that, see right there, if I did standing medium kick there, I probably would have lost, honestly. Yeah, so that's way better. So that's good to know. From neutral range, you know, crouching medium kick, stop that Fireball, right? Another option is hard kick. See that? The problem with hard kick though, this is more so preemptive than reaction, right? But it's a lot of reward though. Especially if you get the crush counter, the dashing combo right there. Dashing combo and OP. So it is an option, but again, it's not going to be your go-to. But it's there. See? So say the Ryu's being obvious as Fireball pressure, you know, you're in the neutral, bam. Get that fat damage. And obviously there's always jump, too. So we have a lot of options. Hard kick. I would say jump in is the go-to, right? I would say when it comes to risk reward, doing a hard kick is it's not horrible, but it's more of like a mix-up on your call-out, right? Because if the Ryu is just always baiting you on the jump, and you just keep getting jumped on all the time, throwing this out, especially from far range like that, isn't too bad. And then obviously you can try the medium kick, like that, if you're at footsie range. See? And obviously the biggest call-out, jump. So yes, definitely jump is like the biggest call-out. But here, just another option, right? Then you can even do that. That's an even bigger call out, but it works. Hard kick Fireball. Hard kick DP works. See? Look how far away I am. And it hits him. Kind of hard to react to, but it's possible. The reason why hard kick is Fireball invincible from frame 3, I believe. So because of that, we can go through the Fireball. So that's kind of a cool call out, you know, especially if you're at that range. Because at that range where I'm at, that's like the sweet spot, right? That's like the, oh, you're gonna jump, I'm gonna DP you. See, like he can DP me there if I'm slow on it. But if I got that DP, a little bit closer, right? I could probably do super. Yeah, see? Oh, I did the wrong super, but yeah. Like that. That's big damage and a big call right there. See? Bam. So we have 4 options to deal with neutral Fireball. DP, crouching meter kick, standing meter kick, hard kick, right? And then jump. So mix up that approach. With your go-to being, obviously, jump. If you got a good read on the fireball. Now, let's look at him using fireball as like a cancel tool. So you know what I was talking about earlier with Laura? So let's do this, right? That's the go-to for Ryu, right? Crouching medium kick fireball. Here's the problem. Right? Look at this. I'm pretty sure it works. Nope. There you go. At max range, you can punish it. Like that. See? Like that. So same with Laura. Let me try it with a different fireball. Maybe it'll make a difference too. Let's see. Alright, so I do the light fireball there. Alright, that one's the heavy. Oh, I forgot which one I had it under. Is it 3? Alright, there you go. Alright, so it's about the same. So yeah, so at max range, it doesn't matter which fireball he does. At max range though, you can definitely EX spiral to punish it though. Like I could have got it there. And think about it, even if you autopilot it, like that, if he does it as a true block string, right? Also, react to the fireball. Always react to the fireball, because you don't want him to do it and then block, right? But let's say he does it as the true block string, like he can't punish it. It doesn't come out because of the block stun. So there I did it, but nothing came out. I still blocked, right? See? 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 But there I reacted, but it came out this time, see? Because he didn't do it properly, space. So it's a good call out, and it's a good way to have Ryu's respecting you when they do crouching medium kick, instead of autopiloting and always going for crouching medium kick fireball. It really comes in clutch. Let's see what else. Let's see medium punch fireball, actually. Medium punch is a fireball. So, I'm a Ryu player. Ooh, medium punch fireball, right? Let's go. Right. That's another example. This one might be true though. Let's see. Okay, interesting. So with medium punch, it seems like it's tight enough string that you can't do anything about it, even at max range. Yeah, so that's good to know. Alright, cool. Let's try EX Fireball now. His fastest fireball, right? So I'm a Ryu, do. That might be a true block string too. It would seem like it. Dude, I hate how stupid Ryu is. It's so hard to gauge where his medium kick's gonna hit. Yeah, that looks like it's a true string. Alright, good to know. Yeah, it is. Alright. And even then, even if you react, like I said, if he does the EX fireball, because of the block stun, you're not going to get punished for it. You're still going to block even if you do it, right? But if he does a normal fireball there, if he's autopiloting it, that's a free punish for you. Now, let's actually look at that fireball scenario again, actually. Because there's another big call out you can do if you have meter. Well, first off, up close, it's -6 on block, right? So if he does a bad fireball like that, you can punish all the time with spiral. Like crouching medium punch it to spiral arrow. See? So always remember that. So let's say he does it far away, right? Let's say he does it far away, you have the meter. Okay? It's almost the end of the game. Ryu's not really thinking, let's say he's just autopiloting it, you don't have the meter, right? Or sorry, you just really need that kill, right? And he's trying to fuck you up with that, right? Look what you can do. Punish it with super. Cammy's super, like, it's not the best super in the world, but it's fucking fast as fuck. I believe it starts up in like 3 frames. So even at like max range, it's always a punish. Like always. And I really wouldn't really be thinking there. It's like, oh, I just did fireball, and then you're like, okay, cool, I just won the game. You know what I mean? It's really good. Super has a lot of clutch punishes that you can pull off in match that not a lot of people know about. Because it starts up in 3 frames, you can literally punish things that are -4 even. Like, it's a really good super for punishing things. See? I think remember Louise when I fought that Akuma that one time and he did the red fireball and I got the punish? This is just another example of that. Acceleration. Let's see what happens with the crouching medium punch. Let's see. I forgot which slot I have it under. No, it's okay. Yeah, it is good to know. Because, like I said, in the clutch moment where you need the kill, that can make the difference. I think it was number 5. Yeah, it was. Alright, I'll just re-record it. So in this case, for medium punch, right? So we couldn't punish it. We couldn't punish it using that, right? The EX spiral. But we can super it. See? That's just another example. Punish. Anything, remember, anything that's above -4, anything that's -4 and up, free punish with super. You're not gonna throw that out all the time, but like I said, heat in the moment, that can win you the game right there. Because to reuse to fireball characters in general, autopiloting a blocked fireball is their go-to. Like that's what they do, right? Like they're so used to that. Like even then, that was -5, and I think I could have. If I was faster, I could have punished it. Here. So doing that is non-committal to a fireball character. Especially since we showed we can't really punish it, right? Especially from that range. But we can. And we can get a lot of damage. If we have the meter, of course. But it's good to know. Ideally, you want it to be reversal timing because you want it as fast as possible. So if you can get it reversal timing, that's perfect. Only with super from that range, yeah. Obviously, like we said, if he's canceling it into crouching medium kick, and you have 1 meter, you can do EX spiral arrow. But if he uses the crouching medium punch, though, it's always a true string. So we can't do anything about it except super. Like, see there, I tried to do it, the EX and it didn't come out. But the super always works. So if you want to write it down or something, that'd probably be a good idea so you remember it. Punish. Alright, let's see what else. So that's Fireball. That's pretty much it, like, around Fireball, honestly. We showed that it's -6 on block, which means we can punish it up close if he does a bad Fireball, which happens sometimes, so always be on point of that. Like that, see? The EX one is, however, is plus on block, so can't really do anything about that. I think it's like +2. Gotta remember when I do these. Alright, slot 1. Okay. Slot 1 on. Right, so it's +2 on block. Can't do anything about it. He gets pressure. Obviously, if anything +2 or plus in general, you can always contest with an EXDP, right? You shouldn't be rely on it, but it's always an option. If you feel like stealing your turn back. Alright. Now that we did Fireball, what else can I think of that would be good to know? Fireball. Oh, yes. I know exactly what we're going to learn now, actually. Alright. V-trigger Fireball. It's really good. It's really good, right? The thing is, it's good. I gotta restart it. There you go. It's good, but I'm pretty sure it functions the same way as the other Fireball in that you can also yeah, so it's minus, first off, it's -2 on block. If they do that, you gotta remember you can't get a full punish like you do with normal Fireball. But it is your turn, so never respect him on that. He's always minus, okay? See -2 there? And it works the same way in that if he does it from far away from crouching medium kick, you can punish him. Like that. So it's good to know. And let's say he does this. And we said it's a gold guard right now. Guard all. Let's say he does this, right? This is what Ryu's love doing this for some reason, even though it's not real. But this is actually a gimmick that we can learn to punish right now, actually. Because they always do this when they activate their re-trigger. Alright, take Cammy into the corner. Alright, I'm a Ryu player. Alright. You've seen that before, eh? That shit? Let's do it at a better angle, actually. Let's make it more farther away. So let's go to the corner. Yeah, you've seen that shit before, right? Alright. So, walk back. Alright, cool. Let me set it up so we're in the corner. Starting position, left corner. Oh my god. Alright, hold on. I do this again. Kind of wish training mode was more straightforward with certain things. There you go. Alright, cool. Perfect. Alright, so there I got hit. Annoying shit, definitely. Not real though. See that? Not real. Don't ever let him do that shit. As soon as you get hit by that, as soon as you block that first fireball, punish him for trying to do it again. Punish him. Do not let him do that shit. You can even jump out, actually, you see? It's not real at all. See? You can even jump out. If he's more, obviously if he's on point, he could probably cross-cut DPU there. But if they're autopiloting that shit, that's a free cross over. Hard punch. See? Even hard punch works. So yeah, that shit's not real. See? Like anything works, honestly. Let's try hard kick. Or maybe not hard kick. Hard kick's a bit too slow, but pretty much everything works. See? Oh, actually, let's have him do it from that range. That's a good range. See? Even at far range, the jump works too. And the hard punch. So hard punch is probably your best option there. Just because it can hit him if he's a bit farther. And you know, you're not going to get hit. You're not going to get stuffed for it. Like that, see? So hard punch probably your best option there. Yeah. And obviously jump if they're autopiloting it. So there you go. So don't ever let them do that shit. What else? Alright, so there's that. Trying to think what else. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Ryu, honestly. Other than like obviously spacing stuff, like stuff involving like neutral. Maybe we can go over that, like his neutral buttons and what to look out for. Yeah, we can do that actually. We're at a good range here. Okay, cool. So what I like to do is this. So if I'm testing out like neutral buttons, I do this. Ta-da. Bam. Actually, not even. I just keep them in place like that. So let's work on standing medium kick there. Like I said before, see how I remember the square range? See? I could be walking from here and I could probably stop at like the exact moment. That's also good to know too, because you can set up frame traps to be at that range. See? See right there? Perfect range. See? If he does it. And that's why it's so important to see where it whiffs on its own naturally, and then you can adapt frame traps to it. Like that. See? What about their preemptive hard kick against your pokes or dive kick? Yes, we'll go over that right now, right after this. Yeah, see? 2 square range? That shit gets blown up by standing hard punch. Let's try crouching medium kick. I'm pretty sure crouching medium kick can't beat it. Yeah, it pulls his hurt box too far. Maybe closer range, but you're kind of cruising for a bruising there, if you know what I mean, right? You're just better off just doing hard punch. Like that. Well, medium kick works, but I feel like hard punch is it's faster to react to, especially if you're walking back like that. Like that. And obviously adapting your frame traps. Like that. In the heat of the moment, obviously, ideally you want him to do it right after this, right? Like that. That's actually a perfect example. You walk back, then you re- oh my god. Dude! Maybe if I just do walk back there. Maybe that's a better option. Oh my god. Yo, Ryu's too good. That is a good poke though. It is hard to whiff punish. It's doable, but you're definitely not going to always react to it is what I'm trying to say. You can, but it's like, it's tight. Now the next thing, like you brought up Louise, is hard kick, right? So that, right? The thing about that is, like you said, it's really good for catching jumps, right? That's why they do it. They do that because, like, especially at like this range, Cammy likes to jump and shit like that, right? So they like to catch it preemptively. So all you gotta do is just crouch block, and it whips. See? That's easy to react to. You can even do hard punch. Like that, see? So you can't do at 2 range it hits you, 2 squares, but like at like 2.5, like here, it whiffs. You can get medium kick, like that. If you're a bit closer, hard punch, but your go-to is medium kick. See? So say you're playing footsies, I tried to do whip punish there, but yeah, you know, bam, footsies. Right? So always punish them for trying to just throw that out. Because you can't. It's a slow move, you got a really good medium kick, punish that shit. See what I mean? And even then, like, you can even dash up crouch. Like, you know, always be crouching and it just whips because it doesn't hit standing opponents, right? Yeah, after a block string, right? Yeah. So if you're just blocking, right? Let's do it in the string now. If you're just blocking, right? That's not a block string. So, oh my god, something like that, right? See? It whips. If he's autopiloting it, it's always a punish for you. Like that, see? Honestly, that move, he can't really use that move against Cammy, honestly. Like, it's so bad. It's such a bad move. He can obviously use it if you're already in the air as like a pseudo anti-air, but on the ground, it's really dumb for a Ryu to be doing that, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, exactly. It's a perfect time to block. Exactly. So if he's doing that, and you know he keeps trying to get you because at this range, after you block, you're used to jumping like that, right? Just block. Because he can't really threaten you, if anything, here. At that range, what can he do other than like crouching medium kick? Fireball. But we have an option for that now, right? Which is this, if you have meter. If he's being preemptive. Yeah, so that's what I do. How's the labbing going? It's pretty good, bro. What's up, Advanced Gamer? We're just we went over Ryu's like fireball stuff, and now we're kind of going over spacing and what to do against like hard kick, for example. I was just telling Louise, like, you know how like us Cammy players, we run into this a lot, right? That, because we like to jump, and Ryu's know this, so they do that preemptively, right? But I told them don't let them do that, because It's slow as fuck, and look at that. Look at that whiff, dude. React to it. And in neutral, for example, if he's doing it in neutral, like that, that's also just a free punish. Like that. See? Free punish, man. You can even get hard kick, hard punch. It's a little bit harder just because you got to be closer, but it's doable. It's definitely doable. Sometimes what I'll do is if I'm at this range and I know they're waiting for me to jump or something to get that, I'll just do this, dude. Watch. Bam. See? Get into the range to do this, right? Get into the range where they're expecting that and just block. You know, we're playing footsies. Bam. See? Playing footsies. Bam. So the trigger is like, he sees me here. He knows whenever I'm at this range, I'm going for this, right? Bam. Blow them up for that. What else does he do? And while poking him, same thing. Just add some. The thing is, if he's hitting you with that when you're poking him, just reel back your pokes a bit. You know what I mean? Because then it just whiffs. So you add like a slight pause. See? That's why it's good when you're poking not to just be always pressing it like right away. You need to kind of have a little bit of like timing to things. You don't always want to be doing things at the same time, right? Because then that happens. See? I get crush countered. But if I pause, see? You know, you just want to add some little bit of like pauses in there sometimes, just to see what they're doing. See if they're gonna whip something, you know? Maybe phantom poking. Well, that's the key. You don't want to be doing too many phantom pokes, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying it's a horrible option, but it's best to always try and like make sure your hits hit. You know what I mean? Because for Ryu to do that, he needs to be phantom poking. He can't react with that move. You know what I mean? It's a commitment every time. It's like when we throw out this, but his is worse because look how it pushes him forward like that. It's way worse. See? We don't get pushed forward, so to us it's actually like low committal. But for him, it always pushes him forward. So even if we're not in range, oh, okay, you just made yourself in range. Cool. So that's just ways to deal with it. See? Because if you try to just do dive kicks, you get hit, trades, play that ground game. Add some gaps in your footsie buttons. You know, sometimes I do that. You see? I do this, a little bit of that. You know? See? Just to throw them off. See? Because if you do it too much, that happens. Also, crouching medium kick, he can't even crush counter it. I should also bring that up. So if you want to kind of go, like, just do this, he can't even hit the crouching medium kick because you're crouching. So you go like this. It's not, I wouldn't advise doing that, but I'm just saying, like, let's say if you're going from the medium kick, see right there? If I was doing standing medium kick there, he probably would have crush countered me. Honestly. But yeah, that's dealing with hard kick. What else? I'm trying to think. So we did hard kick, we did medium kick. Hard kick is a good one because yeah, that is a move he uses a lot. Oh, I know what to do. I know which one now. Forward hard punch is another move that they like to use. Use this because he gets a lot of conversion off of that, right? It's a really good normal. Pushes them forward, and if you get hit by that, which happens like a lot, so you're walking forward, you're not really paying attention, you just got hit by a fat combo, right? The thing is, it's slow though. I don't think you can jump it. You can definitely do that. I wouldn't advise it though. You could probably whiff punish it. Yeah, see? So let's see where it whiffs from. So let's stand at like 3 square range, like there. Yeah. So if we're always 3 squares away from Ryu, like 3 training mode squares away, that shit's always gonna whiff. So that's actually good to know. If you're ever dealing with him in footsies, you know, you're doing a block string, you do one that will like push you far enough. Like that, see? And then you can react them with punish. And always it's -2 on block. So whenever they do that, I always press crutch and medium punch. The reason is if he tries to like take his turn like that, like do fake pressure, I can get a fat punish from him. Like that, see? Oh, and also, I should tell you guys, if he gets you with 1 hit from far away, I think it's like -6 or some shit, right? Or am I wrong? Is it -2? It says -7 there. Dude, this move is wonky. It says -7 there. That's weird. Yes, of course. Like Advanced Gamer says, it's kind of a guess, right? They can always take the turn away, but it's not plus. That's just what I'm just trying to point out. It's never plus. And like I said, if you're doing a block string, because what they love doing that, they usually will do that if they're trying to like really contest your forward movement, right? I noticed that's when they'll do it. So what I'll do is I'll do a block string that pushes me far enough. I'll get out of range of it, and then let it whip. If they're going autopilot with it. I'm trying to see what I can do at like farther range. Maybe standing hard punch. Oh yeah, light kick works. Yeah, you can do light kick just to keep him in check. It trades, but whatever. It's better than him stealing his pressure. And again, see, it's weird because that you could technically get a punish if only 1 hit hits from far away. But it's so wonky because sometimes it's +2, sometimes it's sometimes it's -2, sometimes it's -7. There it's -6. So that's weird. You can't even super. So that's kind of good to know, but it's not consistent enough. I wouldn't really rely on that, and you can't really get anything there anyways. But that's good to know. Excuse me. You got the hiccups. Alright, so that's forward hard punch. Trying to think of what else. So we did forward hard punch, standing hard kick. What else? I guess we can go over like his Oki options, what to look out for and shit like that. Let's see. I guess for that it would be best to pick Ryu, right? Because I like to see what the character's Oki options are, just so I know and I'm aware of it. So I know when I can and can't contest them, you know? But before I switch around, I want to make sure I got everything pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Like I said, Ryu's pretty straightforward, honestly. Ooh, actually, I know one thing we could try out right now, actually. I put this under like the wonky things, right? Let's see what our max damage punish could be on like EX Tatsumaki. Cause you see how it kind of throws you off like that? And I'm wondering if I could do something else but just spiral. Alright, that's good to know. I can dash up. So max damage if he whips Tatsu, or if he does like a block string and he fucks it up, or if he like fucks up a combo, is dash up. I think. I guess not actually. Whatever, spiral arrow works, I guess. I think it's one of those things where it depends on how many hits you block, but that's too inconsistent, I guess. I'd rather just go for the spiral. Whatever. Maybe he could jump even. Yeah, if he whiffs it like that. But no, he can block that. Alright, that's good to know. Oh! Yes, okay. Super. Actually, I'm gonna try that right now, you're right. Let me see. Yeah, that does work. Alright, good to know. But you see, if you're really in it though, you can't though, for some reason. That's kind of annoying. But if you block like 2 hits, like that, you can. Or like 1, you can. That's still good to know, I guess, though. Because that can make the difference of like the game, right? Like that. Compared to just getting yeah, EX Hooligan could probably work too. Something like that. At far range, yeah, but at close range is a bit too slow. Yeah, so I see. If you block 1 hit, you can get a dash up punish. If you block more than 1, you gotta just do spiral arrow. Like there. Yeah, see? It's not fast enough. Yeah, see, 2 hits doesn't work. But 1? Yeah, see? That's good to know. Yeah. What else? So EX Tatsu. Obviously, we know Donkey Kick's really unsafe on block, right? Let's look at Donkey Kick. Let's see. So that's normal Donkey Kick. Let's do EX Donkey Kick. There you go. So this shit's hella minus on block. There you go, minus 16, bro. You crazy? So always punish this shit. Like always. What's we can get max damage? Yeah, I think you can pretty much do forward hard kick. Yeah. Forward hard kick. Perfect. Let's try the normal one. Alright, that one's not as minus. What's that? Oh, it's minus 16 too? Okay, you can get it. Alright. Obviously, if you're on the fly, it's probably best just to go for this. But you can definitely get the hard kick. What else? So we went over his V trigger. We went over his. Oh, crouching medium kick. I'm just curious if we can actually like legitimately whip punish it, or what would be the go-to for that. Because his crouching medium kick is pretty good. It's not amazing, but it's not horrible. Alright, cool. Let's see. Dude, that has like no range. Jesus. Yeah, that's horrible. Can I get hard punch? Let's see. Let me try to get really close and get hard punch. I can, that's crazy. I can, dude. What the fuck? Damn, yo, rest in peace, Ryu. Oh my god, you see that? What the fuck? Oh my god. Yeah, rest in peace, Ryu, dude. That's a horrible crouching medium kick. Jesus Christ. Well, that's good to know. Here I am, like, at most cases, I'd be scared of it at this range, but I don't even have to. Like, even there, it's gonna whiff. Jesus. And I can literally get a hard... My hard punch, like, outranges it. That's crazy. Wow. Wanna know why that's good to know? Because that's their way of dealing with walk-up pressure, right? So we can just do that. We can do that, get into range. GG's, whiff punished. That's crazy. Or even crouching medium kick. Yeah, crouching medium kick too. You get more range with that. Ah, sorry, Ryu. Sorry, man. Look at that. Even at like max range. Oh, that's crazy. Jesus. What did they do to you, Ryu? Alright, well that's good to know. So in my notes, I'm literally just gonna put rip crouching medium kick as my note there. Because damn, rip crouching medium kick. That's horrible. That's horrible. Damn, dude. Well, you can see why Ryu's really don't like playing footsies in this matchup, because he can't really. Because that's his footsie tool right there. And it's literally just getting destroyed by Cammy. So this is pretty much what I mean by, like, Cammy really doesn't have to, like, jump too much in this matchup. Because jumping is really what gives Ryu the edge. If you play the ground game, like, what can he do? You see what I mean? His main poke is literally getting stuffed by ours at, like, max range. You see? And even up close, it's like... Alright, there was a bit too close. But see what I mean? It's horrible. And then his, like, fireball tools can still get stuffed by us, so it's like, bruh. But like I said, the edge, where he gets the edge is if we make mistakes, pretty much. If we make stupid mistakes and we just let him get free damage, that's how Ryu wins this matchup. If we're on point, we don't overcommit, you know what I mean? We don't do like a lot of really dumb jumps. You know, we're not just like letting him get like free damage and shit like that. It should be a pretty straightforward matchup for Cammy, honestly. Trying to think of what else I want to look at. Not really his medium buttons, because his medium buttons are pretty, don't have much range anyways. I pretty much looked at all his footsie tools. Looked at the forward hard punch, looked at standing hard kick, looked at crouching medium kick, rest in peace crouching medium kick, and standing medium kick. So that's pretty much about it. And then fireball. Oh, I want to see what to do. I always like to do this, is what are my max damage punishes against CAs, because that's always good to know. It's just, you never know, right? You never know. Ryu. Oh, he doesn't have meter. That's why. I was wondering. Alright, there you go. Actually, does this have him build meter? I think I turned it off yesterday. Yeah, autofill. Normal? No, normal. This one, auto recovery. Alright. Let's have him. 1, 2. There we go. Alright. So let's say we're far away. Can we jump? We can jump. Can we V-skill? We can V-skill. Can we DP? Oh, we can obviously, we can super. So super is an option. It will outright beat it, but let's say we don't have super. Interesting. Jump? Can't jump. Oh, interesting. 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 So that's actually good to know. Because the most, let's say you're at like chip range. This could happen, right? Ideally, he wants to get a block string into it, so it's like a true string. But this could happen, right? And let's say you're like, oh, I can jump, right? Get hit. So that's good to know. You can just DP it. It's a tight timing, but you can DP it. You kind of have to like work on the timing. If you don't have super, obviously. Yeah. Oh, there I got hit. What? You come down and get a suit. You can get a punish. Yeah. Maybe not though. Actually, I'm trying to think here. DP super that? Probably. Let me work on it. It's tough, but you probably do it. The thing is, depending on the angle, right? If I'm a bit closer, probably. Yeah, see? So if I'm far away, it doesn't work, but closer, it does work. EX Spiral? Yeah, EX Spiral probably works. Yeah, it always works. Even like farthest range. Or like close up. So that's our best option if we have meter. But let's say we're up close. DP. Hard kick DP. Or even EX DP. Probably works too. The timing's off though, so it's definitely something you want to practice. You pretty much want to get it right after he says a Shinku, and when he's about to throw it like that, that's when you want to get the timing. Like that. So that's good to know. Obviously here you can jump. Yeah, see? But he's never just gonna do it from there. But that's an option. But if you're like closer like here, DP. What frame does EX doing about trying to work here? Oh yes, that could probably work too. Yes, you're right. Look at that. Yeah, that's probably her best option actually. You can do this for like max damage or potential mix-up. Like that. Alright, good to know. So that works. What about up close? Yep. It does. Damn, good to know. Good to know. Alright, so we got a million ways to deal with this. Both with and without meter. Without meter, timing's hard, but without meter, bruh. Without meter, right? With meter, that. It's good to know. And then let's say if we block it. What's our I want him to block after, actually. Because I want to see what our best option would be if we block it. Let's say he just does it accidentally or he bait it out, right? What can our max damage be? Right, let's have him block. Obviously, if he has Denjin, we don't want to block that because that's a free crush counter. Oh, sorry, guard cancel, right? Alright, we can do that. Forward hard punch, forward hard kick works. Forward hard kick works. Can we like jump maybe? No, he has time to block. What about from like here if we block it? Okay, you can do like walk up if you're at like this range. Or forward. But your probably best bet is probably doing like hard punch or like crouching medium kick. If you don't want to spend the meter, obviously, and you just want to block it. But if you can't afford to block it, obviously you gotta spend the meter. And if you don't have the meter, do that. Yo, that's such a sick call out. I would even do it even if I don't have to. Like DP super. Just be like, fuck your super, bitch. That's actually sick. Alright, let me add that to my notes real quick. Alright, cool. What else? What else can I think of here? This character. That wouldn't involve me having to use him just to see like his Oki situations and shit like that. Yeah, that's pretty much everything, I think. I've always said that multiple times, but I think that's it for now. If anything else comes up, I'll revisit him later, but I think that's it for now. Yeah, pretty straightforward matchup. Nothing too crazy, you know? Nothing we gotta go too in depth about. We don't gotta like find out like secret setups and nonsense like that. And as we can see, Cammy just demolishes this guy in neutral. So if you're gonna take anything away from this, like anything that's like pretty broad, it's that you don't want to overcommit it for you. You don't want to give him free damage. You don't want to do dumb mistakes in order for him to get the free damage. Stay on the ground, play clean, right? Pick your spots carefully, you know, because in the neutral, he ain't gonna beat you. He's not beating you in the neutral. We all saw that crashing medium kick. That shit ain't taking him anywhere, if you know what I mean, right? So play it safe. You gonna watch the stream later today? Oh, also, what's up, Jermaine? Yeah, man. If you want, you can come by later, or you can watch it in the VOD later. We pretty much just went over like, because you know Ryu is pretty straightforward, so there isn't like anything too crazy. But we pretty much went over like his fireball options, what to do against fireball and neutral, like things you would usually see against Ryu, right? So fireball and neutral, up close fireball. I went over his like V trigger fireball a bit. We talked about like his neutral buttons, what to do in like footsies against them and shit like that. So just all the basics. Now let's look at Ryu's Oki. Now this is the part where we learn what this character can do. Because if we don't know what he can do on offense, we're just as blind, you know what I mean? So it's a good idea to see when he can and can't dash in, when he can and when we can and can't contest him. You need help with Ryu? Well, this is the place. We're all here to learn to beat this dumb character. This this stubby character that doesn't have a crouching medium kick. Like, look at that. Oh my god. Ill. Ill. Alright, Ryu. So you guys probably know, like, for the most part, Ryu, like, he's stubby. You know what I mean? We already went over what to do against this, so he can't really do that against Cammy. So if he wants, like, safe fireball pressure, he has to do medium punch. But in order to do medium punch, he has to get in close. And getting in close is what Cammy wants, so, yeah. That's -1 on block. I'm trying to see if there's anything that we can... that's, like, super minus that we would need to know that we can punish. But for the most part, everything he does is, like, pretty straightforward. Let's look at his strings. Let's see what kind of block strings he gets. I like to look at that, too. Just so I know when I can and can't contest him on pressure. So we'll set him to... set him to what? Set Cammy to do like a jab on guard. Like that, right? Her 3-frame. So, let's say he's pressuring a jab, right? Okay, he can go into standing medium punch. But he can't go into crouching medium punch. That's good to know. We can beat that right out. So this, okay. This, not okay. This, respect. This, fuck you. Respect, fuck you. Respect, fuck you. And that's good to note, because everyone has patterns in their strings, right? So if you're noticing them doing this, like this a lot, you know, something like that, they'll do that into like crouching medium kick or something. Stuff him like right away. He has to do something like that if he really wants to. If he's gonna call us out, you know what I mean? He has to do something like that. Now let's see if medium punch. Standing medium punch is +1. Interesting. So if you, sometimes I've noticed they do this as like a pressure starter. But it seems like he can't even really make it, like he can't frame trap it. Let's see. If he goes into crouching medium punch, he gets stuffed. If he does into itself, he gets stuffed. If he goes for light punch, he gets stuffed. If he does anything, he just gets stuffed. That's also good to know then. So if Ryu is pressuring of this move, just press a button. It seems that he literally can't pressure with it. Wow. Sucks to be you, Ryu. That's good to know though. So if he does standing medium punch, see how far range. Okay, so he can kind of finagle with it to like make it stuff, right? But it's not really good anyways. Good luck. Like whoop-de-doo. What does he even get? Oh, he gets sweep there? Okay, that's not bad. So you can kind of finagle with it there. You know, like you can kind of make it a string, kinda. But up close, he can't do anything with that. Let's see crouching medium punch. Alright, it's +2. Alright, so that should be what he should be using to pressure. If he's using this, call him out. If he's using this, you gotta respect it. Yeah, because he can do something like that. The donkey kick, yeah. That's good to know. So it seems his 2 crouching buttons are what his go-to pressure strings are going to be, pretty much. So this and this. Like that. Oh, obviously, like, his target combo, always punish it. Sometimes they'll do this by accident. Like, they won't go all the way because they don't want to get punished, but it's -9 if they do that, so always be ready. They go for the target combo. Always be ready to punish a hard punch. Even if he doesn't do the full thing. And if he does the full thing, again, just be ready to do hard punch to punish that. What else? What's his light kick like? It's -2? Alright, so he can't really pressure with that either. He can, but not up close. You can call that out. His light punch, standing light punch is +2. Alright, good to know. So is this crouching light punch? Alright, so we gotta respect it for the most part. That's -2? -2, okay. Pretty much like our medium kick, but it's not as good. Because of that alone is fucking horrible. -2. This is another thing, eh? You know how I talked about when he does the forward hard punch, I press crouching medium punch? This is another example. I press crouching medium punch there too. But again, anything that's -2, that can happen, right? So always be on the lookout. Okay, that's an interesting string. Now let's see what kind of Oki he gets off of like Fireball. Okay, there I did meaty. Oh, I don't have her doing anything. Alright. Let's see his Oki now. Because that's mainly what I want to look at, honestly. Like, what can he... Jabbing? Alright, cool. Let's have her do... Let's have her do quick get up first. Alright, so I pretty much already knew this, but whenever he gets an EX Fireball, he gets a double dash meaty pretty much. So you kind of have to respect it. And he can even throw you out of here, so it's like a true meaty. However, let's see what happens if we back roll. So that's if we do normal recovery. Uh-oh. Okay, interesting. So, if we quick rise after the EX Fireball, we give him better Oki. If we back rise, again, he gets worse Oki. As you can see. He can still link off of it, but it's not as good as, like, a throw. Oh, wait a minute. You got a throw there. Never mind. Alright. I would still go for the back rise, though. Because I feel like the timing for the back rise isn't as automatic as a normal rise. Like, he has to be more on the lookout with the back rise. But that's good to know, though. Yeah, see? Because let's say he fucks it up, then you're just out of there. See, it's harder the time. Yeah. So that's good to know. If he's doing an EX Fireball, he can get Oki, but you're better off back rising it. So, you know, to throw him off. So either back rise and block if you feel like he has his meaties on point, or back rise and contest him. Yeah, because even then, if he tries to like make it easier of jab, he can't really do anything except like that. Let's see sweep. So sweep kind of works in the same way. Yeah, so sweep kind of works in the same way. Because I feel like if you do like normal rise there, he gets a better Oki option. Yeah, way better. Holy crap. Way better. Way better. Yeah, and that's why, you see, this is why I say Cammy players, we get it easy, man. We don't really have to deal with this bullshit. What he's dealing with right here is why it's annoying being, like, a non-Cammy main. Because for us, it's pretty easy. We do our normal motions. All we gotta really react to is if they're getting on fast or slow. Him, you know what I mean? He has to make sure he's on point. Because let's say he's really expecting the back roll. He can even fuck up his normal rise one, right? So I would still say if you're trying to like wake up against Ryu, go for the back roll. Honestly, because the normal roll, like, he just gets too much out of it. Obviously you can mix it in. Sorry, the get up. Obviously you can mix it in to fuck him up, as you should be, right? But in general, I think back roll is like the way to go. Just because, like, I don't want him getting that kind of... I don't want his pressure to be, if I block him, he's not in my face, you know what I mean? I want him to be fucking as far away as possible. Because he's fucking useless. from that far away. Whereas when he's up close like that, he can kind of get something going. But when he's far away, it's like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. We're in neutral now. You know what I mean? Look at that shit. Look at that. It even whipped there. Mind you, I'm not a Ryu player, so I'm not really good at this, but it's just an example, right? Damn. You see, even then, jeez, that's horrible. All right, what else can he possibly get Oki off of? So we did EX Fireball. We did Sweep. Yes, that is true. If you are going for back rise, you are giving up more screen space. That is true. I would say take it from case by case type of thing. You know what I mean? But in general, for me, I just don't like being near fucking characters like Ryu, just because I don't want to deal with that bullshit. So for me, I'll back rise more than not, because I'm comfortable being in the corner. Honestly, I don't really mind it, especially for like here, you know, and I go for the back rise. Whoop-de-doo. I'm closer to the corner, but I'm not like super close. You know what I mean? But obviously, it's case by case thing. You never want to autopilot your wake up options in general, right? But I'm just saying, like in general, he has a tougher time with the back roll than normal roll. You know what I mean? So if you want to give him a tough time on his offense, that's a way to do it. But obviously, nothing's perfect. Because if they catch on to you always back rising, then yeah, obviously he's going to be like, okay, I'm just going to always time it this way. So mix up your timing options. Pretty much what I'm saying. Lean towards the back rise, but mix up your options, if you know what I mean. What else? His donkey kick. I'm actually curious about what kind of options he gets off of it. I'm not too sure. Oh wow, that's horrible. And he can only do light from there, right? Yeah, you can't really do anything there. Let's see if I normal rise. Let's see. Yeah, he can't do anything. Alright, he can do that, but whoop-de-doo. Yeah, he can't even link anything from there. Alright, he can do something like that, but it's not. You're not really like, you shouldn't be pressing buttons there anyways. You can just react to the second dash, you know what I mean, and then press. You shouldn't be autopiloting it there, is what I'm trying to say. You just react to the second dash, you get him. If he doesn't do it, just don't press anything. You know what I mean? Okay. So that's good to know. He can't really get OP off of this. What about, also, overhead's -7. Always punish it with hard punch, eh? Always punish that with hard punch. Always. Even if it's like max range like that. Always -7. Alright. Let's try his other donkey kicks. I want to see how they work. Interesting. So his medium. His medium gives him better Oki. Can he do it off his can he do his medium off his medium kick? I think he can. So I was probably doing the wrong one. Yeah, I was actually. Okay, that's good to know. Alright, so it's a little bit better, but it's still kind of shit. Yeah. And that's us doing quick rise, right? Let's say if we do back recovery. Yeah. Yeah, so he can so medium's a bit better. But still, it's still crap though. Honestly, there really is no threat there. It's not like he can threaten you with throw or anything, so it's nothing. It's nothing scary like Cammy Oki, is what I'm trying to get to pretty much. What else? Let's try like that. Something like that. A DP. I'm pretty sure you can't get Oki off of the XTP. Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can't. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to do his jab even, it's not working. That's good to know actually. I've had them do dash up after this. And I've respected it. Because I assume, oh, he probably gets Oki here. But he can't get Oki there. Good to know. See, this is exactly why I lab this shit. So I know. If you hit me with this bullshit, you ain't getting Oki, bitch. I'm stuffing that crap. Let me do his normal one, though. But then again, he wouldn't really do it in combos, though. Like, you know what I mean? Except in the corner, but obviously he gets corner, like, in the Oki in the corner. Probably. Yeah, see? He doesn't even do anything. Yeah, see? Okay, so hard DP, he gets Oki. That's good to know. Yeah, pretty much all his DPs, I guess, on the ground. He gets Oki. Except EXDP. If he tries to dash in after EXDP, it's fake. See? The other ones, though, you kind of have to respect that. That's good to know. What about if I jump? I'm actually curious about that. Let's see if I get hit by it in the air. Does it make a difference? Alright, no, yeah, he gets like way better Oki. Okay, good to know. Good to know. His DP? We'll try that after. What about EXDP? I probably can get it off of the anti-air, actually. Okay, so if he does anti-air EXDP... Okay, it depends. If only one hit hits, he can get it. If the 2 hits hit, like something like that, he can't get the Oki. Like, I'm getting stuff there. So that's good to know. So if one hits, or if it hits like that, probably. Oh, not even that. What the fuck? Let me do jab. Yeah, not even jab's coming out. So if one hit hits, he gets Oki. If 2 hits hit, he can't get Oki. If he hits like that, see, it traded there, so that's good to know. Dude, oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, cool. We'll try a V-trigger now. Alright, good to know. Pretty much the same properties on the normal ones, at least. Let's try EXDP. Yeah, same properties. So 1 hits. I could have probably got a meaty there. Yeah, so 1 hit, he gets a meaty. 2 hits, you can contest them. Yeah, okay. So V-trigger doesn't really make much of a difference. Let's see it in combo situations. Let's see if like on the ground it makes a difference. It might. No. No. What about normal DP? Alright, so it pretty much functions the same way. Good to know. Let's see if I back roll that actually. Like let's say he anti-airs and I go for the back roll. Alright, so he can chase us down. So it's not like it's not horrible. It kind of fucks him up, but it's not horrible. But again, you're always gonna be mixing up your timings anyways. You don't want to be too obvious. But it's good to know that at least he can get pressure, you know what I mean? Unlike EXDP, where now we know if this hits 2 times, dude, you're dashing in on me, get the fuck out of here, right? Like that shit's fake as fuck. You know what I actually want to try? I want to try V-trigger fireballs. I'm pretty sure he gets a knockdown after them, right? Yeah, he does. Okay, good to know. Damn, but he gets nothing off of that though. Like at all. And he can't even link it off lights either. Interesting. Alright. By the way, more of you should do that, because that's actually a sick combo. And in V-trigger, he can cancel off his heavy punch into fireball. I don't see that enough. Alright, so you can get Oki off of it. It's the same properties as the other fireball Oki, pretty much. Except he doesn't have to spend the meter for the knockdown. You know what I mean? So like on normal rides he gets better options. On back rides he still gets options, but he has to like it can throw him off pretty much. But of course, like you said, Advanced Gamer, by doing that you're also pushing yourself more to the corner, so you kind of have to do like a risk reward type of thing. You know what I mean? Maybe if you're been going for the normal get up and you want to contest them this time, go for the back roll and then do a wake up jab instead of doing the normal wake up and the jab, right? That would be an example of you like using that as an option to throw him off. What else? Oh, let's look at, well, Tatsu's, I think Tatsu's pretty straightforward. I'm pretty sure, well, first off, he can't even link off his Tatsu if you're crouching. So that's good to know, unless it's EX. Which, oh, you know what? Let's test that right now, actually. Alright, so it seems he can get Oki off EX Tatsu. Yeah. What if you back roll? Interesting. Bruh, it's worse. It's not as good as if you normal roll. But again, you are sacrificing the spacing. But in that case, I don't even think he gets a link, even if he gets the counter hit there. Yeah, he's like too far for anything. So that's probably a good option against the EX Tatsu. Especially for mid-screen, like that. Let's see in the corner. Obviously, he probably gets Oki. That makes sense. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. So most of these things that I'm talking about, think of it like with mid-screen in mind. Because in the corner, it's a different ball game. You know what I mean? It's just because in the corner you have nowhere to go anyways. Like, let's even try the DP. You know, like, dude, there's no timing there at all. Or like even the donkey kick. See? So pretty much always assume in the corner, unless it's a throw, obviously. You know, if he does throw and he tries to do dash up throw again, you can't do anything. Or like walk up pressure, you can stuff him. The best he got is like, I think, yeah, he can do crouching medium kick to stuff out. To stuff out stuff. Or like crouching medium punch. Like that. But Cammy kind of has a similar thing too. I think that's pretty much most characters have something like that. Where they can't like do, like if they do like walk up pressure, it's fake. But if they do like a normal, it can stuff. Like something like that, it can stuff the... It can be meaty. Alright, what else? Let's try EX Donkey Kick, actually. Let's try EX Donkey Kick. There's something I want to try out with that. Oh, he can't link it off his medium kick? Wow, rip Ryu. Alright, well, let's just have him not guard then. Alright, have you guys ever seen Ryus do this? Like, they'll do that. Like that. I'm curious if that's a real setup. Like, how plus is he after that? She's not doing the jab, though, unfortunately, because it's a reset. And I don't really see what it says on the... I think it said he was 0 or would he be minus? I think it said 0 there. Interesting. And obviously, like, it works the same way. Like, his follow-ups after EX, he can get, like, the Tatsu. And as you can see, Tatsu is, like, really good for Ryu. That's his, like, that's his go-to really good meaty. Sorry, Oki setter right there. And obviously hard Tatsu is godlike too. But he gets a side switch on it though, so he has to use it smart. What about medium? When would they ever use this? Compared to like light, what would be the difference? You know what I mean? I feel like medium's better. Yeah, medium's like way better. But either way, you gotta respect the Tatsu. You don't always got to, but it's you gotta respect it more than his other stuff like that, you know. You gotta respect it more. And then this, not as much. This, since they buffed it, it's a little bit better because now he can do that. Before, all he could really do was DP after the EX Donkey Kick, like that. So. But I want to try out that situation though, so I'm gonna switch characters. I'm gonna switch it around. I'm gonna be Ryu, and then I'm gonna be Cammy, and then I'll record Ryu doing that setup because I want to see if it's real or not. Because I think it's 0, so if it's 0, we can definitely contest him.
Ryu, go beyond the battle.
Yeah, so a lot of knowledge in this stream. A lot of knowledge for me mainly, honestly. But I hope you guys got some things here and there, you know? Like I said, very straightforward matchup, you know? So it's not gonna be like we're not gonna find like godlike tech that's gonna make us like always beat Ryu's, because honestly it's like there really isn't anything godlike. You just gotta be on point. That's how you beat Ryu. Be on point, understand when he can and cannot get pressure. And understand when it's a good time to take risks and when not to, right? And ways to work around his fireball and shit like that, obviously. Yeah. So I'll have him do that. Alright, let's have him press a button actually. Give us a better idea. Something like that, right? Alright, so it is real. Alright, cool. Good to know. Yeah, I tried pressing a button there. You can obviously contest with the XTP, but other than that, you gotta hold that. That's a cute little mix-up. That's a cute little mix-up Ryu gets. I like that. He gets to spend a bar, but he can probably like bait out a shimmy too. That's kind of cool. Alright, what else can we look at? You know what? Let's kind of humor ourselves and look at his V-trigger too. Let's see how that thing works, because I honestly really... Wait, no, not his V-trigger too. His V-skill too. You're not gonna really run into it, but it's good to know, like, just in case, right? You never know. Wait, did I pick his or did I pick mine? I picked mine by accident. Alright. His V-trigger 2 is a parry, so just treat it like you would any other parry. Be careful when you're dealing with it, and obviously like bait it out, get a crush counter. Easy. You're never gonna see it a lot anyways. Like if Ryu's using V-trigger 2, they're trying to have fun. Alright, this move. How does it work? Just, you never know, right? You run into it, you don't want to be like, bruh, I just got gimmicked it out by this shit. Damn. So it's pretty much like a parry, I guess? And I guess you can like dash in after that and get like pressure. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Damn, that's such a shit V-skill. Oh, look at that. And if he commits to it, he's -4. Good to know. That's good to know, actually. You confirm it like that or something. That's interesting. Damn, that's horrible. You can't even jump that shit. Bruh. That's so bad. Can he do it like in a string? Curious about that. Can he like mash it out in a string? Let's do V-skill. Something like that. I assume if it's a parry, he can. Let's see. No, he, bruh. Shit. Yeah, okay. That's a bad V-skill. He probably shouldn't be doing that. It doesn't even function as a parry. I don't even know why they would use that, honestly. Not against Cammy, at least. Well, not against anyone. I'm pretty sure he can't cancel that, right? So if he does it, he has to commit. And then it's -4 on block. So it's like, okay. Okay. GG's, bro. Nice V-skill. Alright, good to know. Honestly, I think that's pretty much it for Ryu. The next step is I'm probably going to try and find a Ryu to play. Like tomorrow or something. Like, I'll mess with some guys on Discord. See if we can get some like good matches. Maybe Del's on Fire would want to play. He's a pretty good Ryu. Can get like a set going or something, you know? But yeah, also I was thinking to kind of mix things up, I'm thinking we could play ranked on my my ult account, just because it's always good just to like you know have the fun of the practice of ranked, because you know we get to fight all those different players and stuff like that, right? While also, you know, ranking up my ult to master. So it'll kind of be like on here I'll do like the training mode stuff, and then I'll play ranked on my my ult account. And then, rather than just ranking up, I have a goal with that. So whenever I'm playing on there, my goal will be like, oh, today I'm just going to try and work on getting my DPs. You know, like work on my bad habits, pretty much. Clean up my play, you know? And the first thing, honestly, would be working on my DPs. Because I really want to get better at just DPing jumps in general. So, whether it's neutral jump or just jumps, cross-cut and all that crap. So, yeah. So, we're going to do that. We're going to do these lab streams. Playing sets of good like players that revolve around the character that I'm learning, and then with ranked on my ult account. So got a full schedule to get good. I think that's it for today. Actually, what time is it now? It's like almost 12. Yeah. So yeah, good stream today, guys. Yo, I appreciate anyone who's here. stuck with me talking for almost 2 hours. I hope it was pretty. I hope it was easy to understand. I do know I ramble a lot. I can kind of like lose my train of thought a lot too. So, yeah. But if you guys have any questions, you know, you could always message me on Discord or just like ask me next stream or whatever. If there's anyone who's like came early or came late, sorry, you know, you can just look at the VOD later, and yeah. Hopefully this will help you guys with the Ryu matchup, or help you understand it a bit better, you know what I mean? So that when you do fight a Ryu, you can demolish them. It's still a tough match though, because like I said, his damage output, right? But we make it easier, like I like reiterating this, we make it easier by taking less risks, right? And picking our spots, right? That's how you beat Ryu. Just don't take dumb risks. If he showed you he's anti-aired you 5 times, don't go for the 6th jump. You know what I mean? Also, practice using instant air like dive kick. Like I said, it's good to go over the fireball, and it's good just in general to bait out DPs. So that's also another thing I wanna add actually. Practicing instant air light dive kick. Because you don't know how many times I've used this as like a DP bait, especially if I know they're looking for it, and I've gotten crush counters because of it. But yeah, that's it for me today. Thank you all for being here. Advanced Gamer, I appreciate it. Yo, Jermaine, if you're still here, appreciate it too. Louise, I appreciate it. Chrono Lord, if you're here. Who else was here today? Nico, appreciate it too, Nico. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, so good stream today, and I'll be back tomorrow, okay? I'll probably be back tomorrow. We'll do some sets. Like I said, we'll do a set with a good Ryu, and then I'll play a little bit of ranked on my other account. So I'll have like a mix of the two things, alright? So anyways, have a good night, guys. See you later.